What spurred you on to make the clothes? How did you just wake up in the morning and think, you know what, I'm going to make a jumper?
No, do you know what? Yeah, as well. I've just loved clothes from day one. That was our thing anyway. We loved our clothes, whether it was Aquascutum, Burberry, Flippin', Chippy, Chevignon, Biscott, Lauscott, Gabici. There's been so many different eras of clothing that we've been a part of and amongst. You know, even starting from the Farrah slacks, that's, you know. I've loved clothes and I always wanted to do something like whether it was a Carl Carney kind of vibe or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Or cross colours. Yeah, it was, and we had all these clothes. So imagine, you know, when you see so much these clothes over and over again, and they're like cross fashions, isn't it? They're like, you got the baggy style, then you got the straight style, then you got click suits, and
click and slick.
You got all this, you know, you got all these styles. So it's just like a melange, like a blancmange of just different styles. And I just think it was an opportunity. Once we'd start messing about with those tops, me and my sons, in my head it was just like, one, I like creating anyway.
Yeah, because you mentioned that from when you was in school, textiles and such.
Yeah. And two, because we had a name, it started meaning more than any of the musical projects. Without going off track, like back in the day, I had a name called Square Dot Productions, or the rap group we were signed underneath was Anonymous, and their names that I thought sounded cool at the time. Yeah, just trying to sound different and cool, you know?
You had to have a good name, like.
But it's like, they're one of the main reasons why it wasn't to be, because it didn't mean nothing.
Yeah. This is legacy.
Do you understand? With Jocarde, it means something, and every time I do something regarding the brand, I think of my sons. Like it's gotta be going somewhere. It's gotta be doing something. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm posting on socials, if I'm creating a video for a sweater, it's gotta be right. But yeah, I think what drove me probably was just the fact that I wanted to have something for my sons. I missed out on the whole, back in the day it was like, you've got to have the mortgage and leave the property for the kids, which is still the case. But I missed out on that little wave, if that makes sense. I don't think I won't say I don't think I was educated enough to know common sense, but I just wasn't maybe listening to someone that might have given me that advice from ages ago when you could have got a mortgage for say 20k or 15k.
Easily,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because I knew it was kind of like an uphill kind of thing, I thought, do you know what? If I put everything into this brand, this can bring mortgage times whatever, literally. So that's, apart from loving clothes and love, like making clothes, that's one of the main drives behind it, as in, I just want to make sure that I've created something that can benefit these guys, Carlito and Joshua, for a long time, and they can go on and continue when Dad's bored.
I love it. I think legacy is so important, and I think a lot of the time people don't think about their legacy. Like, what, we're not going to be here forever.
No.
What are we leaving here? What are we leaving for our kids? What statement are we leaving? You know, when people think about us when we're not here, what are they going to think about? And I think having a brand like this, you know, it's a legacy.
Yeah.
So I think that's a beautiful thing. And even like breaking up the name, I'm thinking of Jodeci when you breaking it up. I was like, Jodeci, they did the J, the O, and the names.
Won't you just stay? But
So it's like, into Jodeci, it's my favourite group of all time. But yeah, I love that. So I want to know, like, how do you go about creating a jumper like this, for example? This jumper, I feel like you're going to have to leave this jumper when you go, I'm going to be honest with you. This jumper is everything. I'm seeing there's different textures, there's different fabric. It feels like it's a bit of a sway. There's something going on. I'm not sure about the burgundy. The burgundy is my favourite colour right now.
Yeah.
Against the white, it's a hoodie. How do you go about making a jumper like this?
You know what? Last night, I was like, what am I gonna wear on this show? Because as much as I make so many different bits and pieces for whoever,
Yeah.
the stuff I've left myself, it's not what people would think.
Yeah.
So I just thought, like I was saying to Elmo,
yeah,
when I got to the studio and I saw that mix on the computer screen, I was like, damn, that's what I listen to that mix every day.
yeah,
But they inspired me with the browns and the beiges. Hence why this is the same color scheme. But yeah, to cut long story short, with this, I had some aubergine or burgundy.
My nanny would have said aubergine.
Some flock. I had some flock there, and I had this top, and I thought, all right, we've got 4 or 5 brand logos. Let me start with the original one.
Right, so this is the original brand.
This is our original.
The original logo.
Yeah.
So what? I'm gonna assume.
Yeah.
The trees.
Yeah.
Is that you and your 2 sons?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so each tree has got 7 branches, so it's like 777.
Yeah. Angel numbers.
Yeah.
So
I tried to do that on purpose as well. And this the monogram as well, a good friend of mine that does graphics.
Right.
I knew what I wanted, but I was so choosy.
Yeah.
And I know I'll just be there for ages moving letters around.
Yeah.
I let him work on something. Yeah. And he came up with this. And to be honest, it's been a winner. Big up Miguel, Sketch Designs. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'd throw that on the arm. Throw 2 little lines on the sleeve and
it pops.
Yeah. Like I went to see someone in Wembley before I got here and there's like, bro, I want that one, you know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I need to have one of these. This one here, it's a bit of me.
No, I got you.
I like this. And now that I know the trees and the 77 angel numbers, I'm loving all of it. I'm loving it.
Oh, come on.
I'm loving it. So where do you get your stuff manufactured?
So, like I said, like this, I made this at home last night.
Oh.
So everything you see, everything you've seen, whether on social media, the website, everything, I make all my masters.
Oh, wow.
So I make all my masters and sometimes I'll make up to 5.
Right.
Because originally it was only supposed to be 1 of 1 to 1 of 5.
Right.
So, you know, if I give you something, only 5 people have got that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everyone's not going to have the same thing.
Yeah.
But there's certain ones where I'd have to do a larger run. So like